I notice most of people they eat much rice.
Oh ya?
Ada banyak makan nasi. So mereka
yeah.
makan nasi tapi satu kampung
Hmm?
bisa they can organize a wedding party
Yeah.
for each people who want to get married.
Eits, subscribe dulu.
Thank you Tata for coming to here.
Thank you.
Yeah. By the way, first of all, can you speak bahasa?
Yes, of course I can speak Indonesian.
Bacot-bacot. In Aceh bacot-bacot. In bahasa sedikit-sedikit.
Sedikit-sedikit,
Ya.
ya.
Berarti ini bisa. Kalau aku yang ngomong seperti ini, kamu paham, you understand.
Yeah, I can understand.
Okay.
For me, understanding is not really difficult, but the most difficult thing is
Oh yeah, it's okay.
speaking.
I understand. Okay. Okay. By the way, where are your city in Africa? I mean, your city or your town you come from?
So first of all, some people they thought like Africa is like a country,
Yeah.
but this question I will explain to them so that most of people will understand Africa is a continent.
Yeah.
So in the continent, there's many countries. So my country that I come from, Africa, is Mali.
Mali.
Yeah.
Nah,
So,
menarik nih.
Yeah, Mali.
Yeah.
So Mali is part of West Africa.
You can
Yeah.
explain about Mali, about your culture in Mali and your dress. Nah, you can explain to camera.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hello everyone. Like in Mali, the majority are Muslim. So we have many ethnics there. We have Bambara, we have Sarakole, we have Jokarame, we have Sorai, we have Bobo, we have Dogo. So we have many ethnics there.
Yeah.
Many. So there is rest of the ethnic that I couldn't mention here, but we have a lot of ethnics there. So
Yeah.
so about the cultures, many cultures also, because each ethnic they have their own cultures. So as you can see me, I'm wearing a dress from Africa.
Yeah.
So most of us in the West Africa, we dress like this.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What the name dress in Africa?
The dress name, we
It has
have
name?
many dress name there. But this one,
which?
This one in my country, we call that one Borode.
Borode?
Ya, kita panggil
Oh, I
ini Borode.
Borode. Okay.
Ya, namanya Borode.
Borode.
Yeah.
Borode or dress or this?
This one, just the fabric. So this one, kain ini,
Oh yeah.
kita panggil Borode.
Borode.
Ya, Borode.
Borode. Okay.
Ya, so kita we sew it. So after that, we put any model that you want. Yeah, so as you can see, I make that kind of model, so it fits my body.
Oh
and
yeah.
I'm okay with that. Yes.
Yeah. You use your dress every day or hari tertentu saja? Kayak gitu.
Yeah, this dress we can wear it every day.
Every day
Yeah, we can wear it every day.
in Mali.
Like, but it's not like for home wear. But it's sometimes some like a new marriage.
Yeah.
Like new people who newly married.
Yeah.
They can wear this dress like this, or either if you have to go to visit your like some family, kamu mau pergi ketemu sama keluarga lain, kamu bisa pakai seperti itu. Ya, kamu bisa pakai seperti itu, atau kamu ada acara
Yeah.
lain untuk budaya.
Formal dress, right?
Ya, untuk budaya, kamu bisa pakai ini, atau kamu mau pergi ke like to work kerja,
Oh, iya.
kamu mau pergi kerja, bisa pakai ini.
Oh.
Ya bisa, tapi
can
banyak
use-
orang pakai ini setiap Jumat.
Jumat.
Ya hari Jumat
Oh, hari
banyak bisa
Jumat.
pakai seperti itu.
Oh.
Tapi baju modern untuk pergi celana atau yang lain untuk pergi kerja boleh.
Oh
Bisa
yeah. Oh I see. Tapi Tata, Masya Allah hari ini you are so pretty girl, Tata.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. By the way, why you choose Aceh? Why you choose Indonesia for your study in here?
So because I got a scholarship program.
What's the name program?
Yeah, that is scholarship program that Universitas Syah Kuala
Oh ya.
offer to student, like international student, to come study in Syah Kuala. So from that, I want to greet OIA, international office, who help us to come for that scholarship program. I greet everyone from OIA office.
Yeah.
So OIA is like international office in Universitas Syah Kuala. You see. So I got the scholarship from that, and likely Universitas Syah Kuala is from Aceh.
From Aceh.
Yeah, so that's why saya datang di sini kuliah di Aceh, di Universitas Syah Kuala itu.
Oh iya.
Yeah.
Selain aktivitas kuliah nih, Tata, apakah punya kesibukan yang lain di luar itu? Karena kan mahasiswa internasional mempunyai sedikit ruang nih kan, kayak untuk akses. Bagaimana pendapat Tata tersendiri? Apakah mempunyai kesibukan di luar OIA?
Di luar OIA,
Iya.
saya nggak ada banyak aktivitas di luar OIA karena mereka yang melakukan prosesnya kita datang di sini.
Iya.
Tapi OIA ada banyak program. Kalau mereka ada program, kita mahasiswa internasional kita harus ikut ke program itu.
Oh iya. Contoh programnya seperti apa itu?
Programnya ada banyak program, ada lomba untuk mahasiswa.
Oh iya.
Ya, lomba internasional, ada lomba lokal juga.
Oh ya.
Untuk mahasiswa. So kita bisa datang ke program ini, dan mereka ada banyak acara seperti food festival.
Oh iya.
Ya,
I know that.
So, ya, oh iya ada itu. Untuk food festival ini kita bisa memasak makanan dari di negara kita sendiri.
Khas negara masing-masing, right?
Itu.
Yeah.
Ya, so itu bagus program ini karena bisa coba makanan dari di negara lain.
Oh ya.
Ya, bisa tahu budaya untuk di negara lain itu. Mereka ada banyak acara seperti itu.
I see. And waktu Tata kesini itu memang sudah terpanggil oleh OIA-nya langsung dari negara Tata, atau memang Tata duluan kesini baru dipanggil?
Itu mereka yang kirim beasiswa program.
Oh, beasiswa program?
Ya, ke di negara saya.
Oh, I
So,
see.
yang daftar ke program ini, mereka akan interview kamu dulu.
Oke, online?
Ya, online interview dulu. Mereka interview kamu, dan mereka akan lihat kamu cocok untuk mahasiswa mereka mau ke sini.
Oh my God.
Ya, seperti itu.
So, you are so smart girl, Tata.
Thank you.
Ya, karena itu dia Tata lolos kan di sini. But why you choose Aceh? Why don't you choose Jakarta, Jogja, ya kan? Why you choose Aceh?
Because my scholarship program come from Aceh.
Oh iya, only in Aceh?
Yeah, because before I don't know any university from Indonesia.
Oh,
Yeah, I know
see.
Universitas Syah Kuala, so that's why I come. And also, I'm lucky to be one of their students because that Universitas Syah Kuala, they provide everything for us to study comfortably.
First impression nih, Tata, come to Aceh. Apakah mempunyai first impression yang berbeda atau di luar ekspektasi?
Yeah, there is some first impressions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have first impression. You can
Yeah.
explain to.
My first impression is like I noticed most of people they eat much rice.
Oh ya?
Ada banyak makan nasi. So mereka
Yeah.
makan nasi tapi makan nasi banyak.
Yeah. In Afrika, you.
Ya, kita makan nasi juga, tapi untuk kita makan sekalian untuk siang.
Oh, sehari sekali
Ya,
gitu.
untuk siang. Tapi pagi kita ada makanan lain, harus makan di pagi.
Nah, berbicara tentang makanan nih.
Ya.
Nah, mungkin Tata bisa sharing-sharing nih makanan khas Afrika.
Ya.
Ya kan?
Yeah.
Khas Mali. Apa itu kira-kira?
Kira-kira, so we can say that for breakfast,
Breakfast?
ya, untuk makanan pagi kita makan banyak roti.
Roti?
Ya, roti.
What's the name roti in Mali?
Buruh.
Buru.
Ya.
Oke.
So, anu buruh dungko juga. Kita makan banyak roti. Roti itu bisa makan sama susu atau sama salad avocado.
Oh ya.
Ya, roti itu. untuk pagi. Siangnya kita makan nasi. Ya, nasi itu sama sos beda-beda. Sos beda-beda itu. Siang juga malam bisa makan makanan lain juga.
Kalau makanan khas Tata, like fufu, right?
Yeah.
Fufu from Mali or from another?
Fufu is not from Mali, especially, but like actually all the African countries, like most of the African countries can eat fufu now. You see.
Kalau dari Mali sendiri apa makanan khasnya?
Mali sendiri makanan khasnya nasi juga.
Oh, nasi juga.
Ya, nasi juga.
Oke. Berarti hampir sama ya dengan orang Indonesia makan nasi.
Ya, hampir sama
But
ini.
Indonesian people eat rice,
mereka
nasi every day.
Kita juga every day, tapi kita sekalian setiap hari.
Oh, tidak. Maksudnya cuma sekali saja.
Iya.
Sepengetahuan Tata, orang Afrika yang kuliah di Aceh itu banyak atau tidak?
Ya, banyak, tapi lumayan. Ya, nggak macam.
By the way, Tata ambil kuliah di USK, ambil jurusan apa?
Ya, so because saya udah S1 di sini.
Oh ya, sekarang berarti ambil?
Udah
S2.
Saya udah S1 di sini. S1 itu saya belajar teknik pertambangan.
Teknik pertambangan?
Ya 2023 saya lulus dari teknik pertambangan. Itu. So, sekarang 2025 ini saya lanjut S2.
S2?
Ya, so S2 ini di Coastal Resource Management.
Oke.
Insya Allah tahun depan saya harus lulus di S2.
Ya, amin. Ya. After graduation, Tata, you want stay here or balik ke Afrika?
Thank you for that. Like usually, saya udah lulus S1, saya udah balik ke di negara saya.
Oh, sudah balik.
Sudah balik karena ada keluarga, ada aktivitas di negara saya. So saya udah balik. Dan S2 juga, insya Allah saya lulus, saya akan balik juga. Ya, itu.
Pengen lanjut S3 atau gimana?
S3, insya Allah. Kalau ada waktu, boleh.
Amin.
Kalau ada waktu, boleh.
Yang S2 ini Tata dapat beasiswa juga?
Beasiswa juga.
Oh, oke. Why you choose pertambangan? Ya,
pertambangan saya suka. Bagus jurusan ini.
Berarti memang ekstrim nih jurusannya, ya right? Pernah nggak waktu belajar di kampus bingung dengan bahasa? Kan mereka biasanya menggunakan bahasa apa di dalam kampus? English or Indonesian? Or bahasa?
Di kampus we have different language.
Oh, different language.
Ya, kita ada bahasa Indonesia dan bahasa Inggris.
Iya.
Ya, itu.
But pernah nggak ngerasa tertantang gitu dengan kuliah di sini? Mungkin ada kesulitan bahasa gitu kan? Ada kesulitan dengan akses? Pernah nggak merasa kesulitan?
Sometimes it happen because kita dari di negara beda-beda dan di mahasiswa ada yang bisa bahasa Inggris, ada yang udah lancar bahasa Inggris, tapi ada yang juga belum lancar.
Oh ya,
so,
but you?
So saya juga waktu saya sampai saya nggak bisa satu kalimat di bahasa Indonesia.
Oh iya.
Dan saya dapat banyak teman-teman, ada yang nggak bisa bahasa Inggris. Sorry. So ada yang nggak bisa bahasa Inggris, ada yang bisa bahasa Inggris. Dan saya mau ngomong sama yang nggak bisa bahasa Inggris, saya harus belajar bahasa Indonesia dulu.
Ya.
Atau mereka malu ngomong sama saya karena mereka belum lancar bahasa Inggris.
Bahasa Inggris, right?
So semua itu, all this one make me to learn better bahasa Indonesians, so that I can be in same level with people.
Yeah, Masya Allah.
Yeah.
By the way, how long you're learning bahasa?
Because learning is step by steps.
Step by step.
Yeah, learning a new language is step by step. But your first year, you will learn how to express yourself little bit. Like you learn how to understand, how to memorize some words, like commonly words. that you will need every day. Karena ada kalimatnya kita harus tahu sebelum ngomong bahasa baru. Ya, seperti itu. 1 tahun saya belajar kalimat dan coba ngomong-ngomong sama teman-teman, pergi ke pasar, belajar, beli hal-hal saya mau pergi sendirian. Ya, seperti itu bisa bantuin saya lancar dikit bahasa Indonesia. Tapi tahun kedua saya udah mulai ngomong sama teman-teman itu.
Bahasa. Tata belajar bahasa otodidak, individu atau ada komunitas?
Yeah, we have like a bahasa language class in OIA, International Office. So we go there to learn bahasa Indonesia there.
Okay.
Yeah, they help us a lot.
Nah, Tata, what do you miss most in your country?
Oh, thank you for this question. Nah, ini keluarga saya dulu. Keluarga saya.
Oh, ya, pasti.
Ya, keluarga dulu. Dan itu ada makanan saya nggak bisa memasak dari Indonesia. So I miss that. But most of the African food also I can cook from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ada pengen nggak ngajakin keluarga datang ke Indonesia?
Oh, pengen. Karena,
someday.
Ya, pengen itu karena Aceh banyak orang harus ke Aceh.
Ya, harus.
Karena ada banyak ilmu dari sini. Dari Aceh ada banyak ilmu. There is a lot of story that we have to come and learn and have fun because the environment here bagus juga.
Oh iya.
Ya, bagus. Banyak harus ke sini lihat bagaimana Aceh itu mereka take care of religion here.
Yeah.
So most of you has to come and see that.
Ya, harus.
Ya, harus.
In Mali mayoritas Muslim, right?
Yes.
Nah, ada merasa berbeda nggak dengan Muslim orang di sana dan orang di sini? Perbandingan mungkin beda-beda apa ya? Misal di Indonesia dan Malaysia menggunakan mukena, right?
Yeah.
Nah, but in Mali
we use mukena
right?
also. Yeah, we use mukena also. But most of people, it's not like the normal mukena that you wear, but we have like how we people call abaya.
Abaya, ya.
Yeah, so we have is kind of abaya that we wear much. Yeah, but mukena also some people wear that one.
Kalau selain itu ada merasa mungkin kayak tadi shock ya, culture shock ya. I mean culture shock. Tata ada ngerasa nggak perbandingan antara mungkin budaya selain tadi kan?
So about the culture shock. So maybe for me it can be like a culture shock because when I came here, I start to wear hijabs.
Oh yeah, hijab.
Yeah, so
I see.
I start to wear hijabs, and some people, if they used to see me, some of my friends, before they need to know me, some people used to ask me, "Are you Muslim?" Like I'm wearing hijab. I'm wearing hijab, and they would ask me, "Are you Muslim?" So it shocked me a bit. I said, "Why? Why you ask me if I'm Muslim? You see me, I'm wearing Muslim clothes, I'm wearing hijab."
Mungkin berbeda ya,
Yeah,
karena
so that one shocked me. I said, why they don't understand that if you wear, some people, if you wear hijab, it means that you are Muslim. For me, so that's for me. So a bit, it shocked me a bit.
I know that.
Yeah, you know that.
Yeah, I know that. And what is the most valuable lesson you've learning while living here?
The lesson. So the lesson can be, first of all, is about how Indonesians they take care of environment, the nature.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because where we are living, each of us has to take care of that one, the environment. We have to take care of it for ourselves and for the generation future. So why I say that? Because Indonesia here, the nature has a good nature in Indonesia. If you take if kamu lihat setiap rumah mereka ada, they have like a tree there, like a flower. They have some, and their forest is dense. So saya bilang itu bagus karena mereka yang they
Merawat.
take care of the environment.
Ya, betul.
So that one is so good for Indonesia and also for all the world. So we can take the example of that. Yeah.
Ya, kalau di Mali sendiri gimana?
But Mali, we have that one, but Indonesia is more practicable more than my country. So I think we have to follow the step that Indonesian they are doing too. We have it too.
Tata, menurut Tata sendiri ada merasa perbandingan nggak atau persamaan nih antara culture di Mali dan di Indonesia?
Okay, yeah, there is some culture they are similar to Indonesian culture, but there is some also they are different.
Yeah.
You see, so like each country they have their unique culture. So for the culture that is similar to Indonesia, I can say that like the way people they are united. The way people they are united is same in my country also. You see, so for the culture that can be different, first of all is the way we dress.
Yeah, I see.
So it's the way we dress. Like likely if I wear like this, most of people they will know straight that I'm not from Indonesia.
Langsung.
Because of the way of
In Afrika, in Mali.
Ya, karena pakaiannya beda. Ya, seperti itu. Dan kita ada yang lain juga. Ada culture unik di negara saya. Ini ada satu kampung bisa they can organize a wedding party for each people who want to get married in the same year.
Same year?
Yeah. They can organize a wedding party for people who want to get married in the same year in one kampung. Like, for example, if in your house you have someone who want to get married the same year, like in my house, I have someone also who want to get married in the same year. And over there, they have someone who want to get married the same year. So in my kampung, in my village, so we can say that all of you will wait one day, they will all get married the same day. So we have that culture in my country.
That's your culture in Mali?
There is that kind of culture in my country also. So they will, like in the village, di kampung saya, kita ada budaya itu. Kalau yang mau nikah, kita bisa bilang semuanya mau nikah di tahun ini. Misalnya, kita bisa bilang mereka tunggu 1 hari, semuanya nikah 1 harian itu.
Semuanya harus dalam 1 hari?
Ya, kalau kamu, misalnya, di rumah kamu ada orang lain mau nikah tahun ini. Rumah saya ada orang lain mau nikah tahun ini. Rumah lain juga mereka ada yang lain mau nikah tahun ini. Bisa perempuan, bisa laki-laki. So kita akan duduk dan bilang kita pilih 1 hari.
Oh, sekalian?
Sekalian. Semuanya akan nikah sekalian 1 hari. Itu bersama.
Oh, walaupun many
people will come and do that one. Some people from the cities, some people from another city, they will come and join you to celebrate your wedding together. It's a big event. That's
kayak nikah massal jatuhnya.
That one. It's so interesting also.
Memang kebudayaan di negara Mali, di Mali sendiri.
Kebudayaan di Mali. So ini juga ada banyak ilmu dari itu. So first of all, it will allow you to be united. People to be united. It will allow you to be a big family. Kita semuanya bisa menjadi keluarga besar satu. Dan like the financial issues will be minimized. Will be minimized. We divide the financial thing together. We eat together. We do everything together. Yeah.
Lebih
and we help
mudah.
each other.
You know mahar? Mahar. Like example, kamu ingin menikah, ya. Si laki-laki harus membayar sejumlah uang. How much in Mali?
So in Mali, I don't know the exact price because each country, each ethnic, they have their own price.
Yeah.
Each ethnic, mereka ada price-nya lain. Ada yang bilang gold, ada yang bilang cow.
Ya.
Beda-beda. Ada yang bilang uang.
Ada dalam bentuk uang, ada dalam bentuk hewan.
Ya, ada yang bilang cow, ada yang bilang uang. Tapi beda-beda dari keluarga beda-beda juga.
Berarti tergantung keluarganya berarti.
Ya, tergantung keluarga.
Oke. Kalau di Aceh sendiri bisa disebut dengan mahar. Ya, mahar. Kalau sekarang sudah naik ya katanya ya. Aduh. Pantesan
udah
banyak
naik sekarang?
Ya, sudah naik. Banyak jomblo-jomblo sekarang ya orang. Ya.
Like in my country, mahar kan?
Iya.
Mahar beda-beda. Ya, ini ada keluarga sendirian bisa bilang madar kita itu. You see. So if you have some people they ask for gold, some people they ask for money, some people they ask for cow. You know cow, right?
Yeah, I know.
So some people they ask for cow and some money. So it depends of the families.
Okay.
Because in Mali we have many ethnics. We have many ethnics, so it depends of them to decide how much can be their money, the price. Yeah.
Kalau berarti memang tidak dalam berbentuk uang.
Ya, ada yang bisa bilang yang lain juga.
Oke, I see. Ya, kalau di Aceh dalam bentuk mahar tadi ya kan, ya harus emas. Apalagi emas naik nih, banyak sekali sekarang perempuan jomblo.
Kalau nanti kita bisa bilang mereka itu dikit aja boleh.
Ya,
karena di sana sekarang emasnya mahal.
Wah, Masya Allah naik. Oke Tata, before we say goodbye, ya, what is your message for young people out there? Ya, especially for youth, young people Indonesia and Africa. What's your message from in camera?
Okay, thank you. As I'm part of the young people, and I can say that the young people, we have to know our target. Yeah, we have to know our target. Yeah, we have to know our target, and knowing that the time is not our own. Yeah, because some young people, they will say that I'm still young, so I will plan everything tomorrow. So, and we should know that the time is not for us, and take care of the timing and plan for our future.
Yeah.
And also take care of the environment.
That's point.
Yeah, the environment.
Yeah.
Because actually the climate change is crucial now. So we have to take care of the environment, not for us only, for the generation future. So like that, and also to be more, how we can say that.
Yeah.
So I have something to tell to them. Is based on their targets. They have, because like in some slang in my country, if you know, in my country we say, if you know where you are going, so to achieve that target, it will be easy for you.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah, that's why Tata bisa sampai sekarang karena ada target-target.
Ya, ada target.
Ya. Kalau nggak ada target, kita nggak bakal jadi apa-apa. Gimana kelanjutannya, right? Ya.
Dan waktu saya di sini, saya kuliah dan berpartisipasi ke program Office International OIA dari USK. Dan waktu saya ke Food Festival, saya udah memasak makanan di negara saya. So banyak orang dari Aceh, mereka suka.
Yang suka makanan.
Ya, banyak suka makanan itu. So sekarang saya ada IG.
Oh ya?
Ya.
Tata menjualnya?
Ya, kalau yang mau makan dan coba makanan Afrika, mereka bisa follow saya di IG itu. Nah, saya bisa bantu mereka bisa coba makanan Afrika.
Nah, mungkin teman-teman mau order makanan dari Afrika, apa Instagramnya?
Ya, nama boleh. Instagramnya. Kalau mereka mau order, mereka ke IG saya. IG-nya Banda Aceh African Food.
Ya.
So easy kan?
catat.
So easy kan kamu ke itu follow dan order makanan kamu.
Oke,
Nah, itu.
Masya Allah. Thank you Tata untuk sharing-sharingnya hari ini ya. Dan buat teman-teman yang di rumah yang lagi nonton, jangan lupa share, like, and comment this video. Ya, see you next video.
Thank you.
Jika video ini bermanfaat untuk Anda, silahkan subscribe, like, dan nyalakan loncengnya.